Bible Club. Eternal life.
It's time to believe in Luke 9.
Crucify my flesh, I'ma beat it to death. Gotta gasp it for breath. Till the day I rest. No more shackles, no more chains. I'm out of my cage. No longer bound, cause I'm no longer a slave. Crucify my flesh, I'ma beat it to death. Gotta gasp it for breath. Till the day I rest. No more shackles, no more chains. I'm out of my cage.
Been set free, man.
Let's go. Slip that trip, that fell on my face. Bury my face looking for your grace.
Good evening, everybody. Huge Pop and Reek and Mr. Q are live in the building, and we are going to talk the raw deal. We're, 3 weeks away from WrestleMania, and I'm not sure if things are coming together or what the heck we seen last night, but there were some hot spots, very hot spots. And then, of course, we always talk about the low spots, too. What we call those, go to the kitchen, get your snack, and come back and still didn't miss a damn thing.
Yeah.
Raw had that last night. But we started out, man, with the OG Stephanie McMahon coming out. And, of course, our boy Cody Rhodes is in the ring wanting to talk about what he wants to talk about. He said, hey, guys, what do you want to talk about? So what do you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about Cody Rhodes in the ring with Stephanie McMahon. How did you guys think that action went? What did you guys take from it? What was the hot spots? And I guess Q's up there bobbing his head. So what do you think, Q?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I was surprised. I didn't understand it. I didn't know why she came out. It didn't make sense to me. We didn't need it. He didn't need it. It's just I don't know, man. It didn't make sense to me. I wasn't feeling it at all. It was just over the top.
Okay. All right.
But I'm not a fan of her though, so that's another part of it.
All right, Rick. You're not a fan of what?
Stephanie.
All right. That's fair. Reek.
Nah, I was saying with Q, I wasn't understanding why, like, you know what I'm saying, why she come out, what the deal was. I went back, watched it again, and I'm like, okay, I see what's going on. I see what they're trying to do, but there was no reason for her to go out there and try to do it. But they're trying to get that evilness out of Cody, and just trying to tell him like Randy DDT'd her through the ropes. So she's like, you have no idea how evil he can be. You can't. You're not in that. You're just not there. You're not in that mindset.
Yeah.
And that's why he ended up saying thank you. Like he needed that. But I'm like, you could have went another route with that one. You know what I'm saying? And try to bring the evilness out of Cody. Trying to get that heel Cody going.
I mean, I liked the episode. I liked that part. I liked what they were doing with it. I was like, okay, now this young lady's telling you that you haven't seen this version of Randy Orton. Dude, wake yourself up, because this dude, let's not lie. Let's be honest here with everybody. This Randy Orton is something we haven't seen in a long time. And I'm digging this Randy Orton. I'm thinking he's telling stories. I think this Cody Rhodes and him, they're telling a story. And I loved what she said. You don't know this version. And then he made a comment about his dad. And he's like, and Cody Rhodes goes, well, you're not like your dad either. And that was like, okay. At first I didn't understand what they were talking, where he was going with that. But as I'm sitting back watching this and looking at this, and then when we seen Triple H come into the picture, I immediately go, oh, shoot. Are we eventually going to get Evolution? Could Randy Orton, could these people that he's talking to be Triple H? Could it be an Evolution that we're gonna get at WrestleMania? I don't know. But why Stephanie McMahon? I had no idea. I think it would have been bigger if Vince came back. That would have been, to my opinion, that would have made more sense. But Yeah, and she mentioned, you're missing the boat. Everybody, Cody's trying to figure out who he's talking to. Everybody's trying to figure out who he's talking to.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to be shocked. I think that's going to be a huge pop moment at WrestleMania when we figure out who he really is talking about. Who he's talking about.
When we find out that he's talking to Edge.
I would not be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
I mean, because you had the rated RKO.
Right. Yeah.
And I just think that Edge knows him pretty well because I gotta be honest, I don't see Vince making an appearance anytime soon.
No.
Especially with the legal stuff still going on. Like, it's not as big as it was, but it's still happening.
Right.
It's like trying to steer away from that, but to have him come out would be crazy, and that would just get so much more heat for Randy.
Right. So we all agree that this storyline, adding her to the storyline, is confusing for sure.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Justin Summers comes on. He's a guy from Canada. He says Vince return equals best heel run ever.
Oh, it would be nice.
That'd be dope. Was that segment successful or just an unnecessary form of drama?
Like I said, I wouldn't say it was unnecessary. I just think that it was much loved and respected Stephanie, man. Like, I just think, like, she has her moments where she comes out and it's hell yeah, okay, this is good. But last night there was no need for her to come. I was like, when I heard her music on, I'm like, what is Stephanie doing coming out here? Unless she's gonna mention some big match or some big event coming up, like, hey Cody, sorry to interrupt you, but we got big news, blah blah blah.
Right.
Like a Women's Evolution 2.0, something like that. But for her to just go on about Cody not living up, not evil enough like Randy, pretty much is what she was telling them. Like, you need someone else to deliver that message.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're 100% right. Absolutely. 100%. What do we see next? Was it Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez? Was that next? I can't remember. I have scattered notes, so.
Man, me as well, but
let's do that. Let's just go Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. That match and that stuff. What's your guys' take on that?
I've said it before, man. I love Liv. Anytime she's in the ring, I'm a fan of it. She's amazing. Roxanne coming back was amazing. I like seeing her coming back. She's dope. I thought it was good, man. It wasn't the best moment of the night for sure, but it was definitely good. Good match. Or good moment.
Q, do you see Roxanne Perez becoming more involved in the championship run for the women? Do you think she'll get herself back in that match? I
don't think it's going to happen right now. I mean, I think down the road, maybe, but I don't think they're going to drop her in there anytime soon.
Okay.
I see Roxanne assisting Liv to get the belt off Steph.
Yep.
And then I see Liv in return helping Roxanne to get that women's IC.
Okay.
So that way Judgment Day can try to get all the gold like they've been really trying and aiming for.
I really do. I love Roxanne Perez. That segment was pretty cool. Liv Morgan didn't really need her. Liv Morgan's a badass.
She is, bro.
I mean, come on now. I mean, her physical appearance, her ring style, her agility, she's got it. She's top dog, and I just think that Roxanne Perez eventually, like you said, not right now, eventually she'll make that women's IC championship interesting. Very interesting, in my opinion.
Nope, she will. Yeah, Liv keeps that heat going, and she knows how to keep that heat going, and
right.
Like when you're watching it makes you invested in what she's gonna say.
That's true.
Absolutely. So let's talk about Penta. Let's talk about Penta. I mean, what can you say about Penta, man? He is what he is, right? Reek, what about that? What did you like about that match?
Man, I don't know why. I just felt like it. Maybe it was just me. Maybe because I was having a moment last night. But I was just like, all right. Let me watch this. I love Penta. I really do, but I don't know. I was just like, yeah. I just feel like he's like there's no like he's defending his title. I get it. But like there's no storyline build up or nothing like that. It's just throwing a match here together, like, oh hey, let's do this. Oh hey, let's do this. You know, for me, I love the old school build up. When you got a story going on, we got history here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, especially with WrestleMania just around the corner. Like, you got to get something going for that guy.
I mean, Penta, that Mexican Destroyer, that's a shoot, man. That when he hit that on it, I was like, what in the world? But he's a fighting champion, guys. He said he's going to fight it. He's going to do it anywhere. And he said, hey, look, let's go 4-way. Let's go a 4-way ladder match.
Yeah, man.
And I love me some ladder matches, you know?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what, when he said ladder match, I got excited. I was like, okay, ladder match for WrestleMania. Here we go, baby.
I'm confused, though, by one person in that ladder match. I really am. Yes, thank you.
I already knew it, man. I already knew it. Yep.
I mean, what in the hell do we need to put Rusev in the match for?
Didn't like it.
I don't like it either. I mean,
I'm sorry, who's all the competing in there now? I'm trying to remember.
Devon Evans, Dragon Lee, and JD McDonough.
That's it.
Okay, so here's my take on this. Javon Evans, not yet. He's good. Somebody good to put in a ladder match. I see that. He could be good. But I would probably, just me, man, but I would put Kofi in there. Like somebody, because he ain't got Woods right now. And you got to do something with Kofi, man. He's just kind of being one of the guys later falling off in the back, doing just segments here or there.
He's hanging out with Danhausen.
He's trying not to get cursed.
Not to get cursed. So, with the ladder match confirmed, and we'd already said the likely participants, who realistically out of those 3 other guys can take the belt off of Penta and make sense?
You somehow mysteriously Javon Eden gets jumped in the back and hurt, and Dirty Dom takes his place. But you got the Finn match, so I can't say that no more.
Why are you hating on Javon, man?
I'm not hating on him. I think he's good. I think he's good. It's just this is what I'm afraid of. And y'all give me your take on this, but every time we get somebody who we think is great, we start pushing them, and suddenly after about 2 months, they become obsolete, and we hear bare minimum from them. They get pushed too hard, too fast, and then we don't hear from them anymore. They're just mid-carders now. And that's just what I'm so scared of, is that we're going to try to push him too fast, and he's going to lose that hype, and he's just going to be a mid-carder.
Right. Well, I'll be mad if it's Rusev, for sure.
Facts.
I probably won't talk on the next show after that. JD McDonough, I don't see. I can't get behind him. I really can't. I don't know. I would love to see Dragon Lee. If anybody takes the title off Penta, Dragon Lee would be cool. Or start a lucha storyline of some sort. You know what I'm saying? So with this at the end there, I don't know how they do it. I'm not a writer, but I think that would be, somehow, some way. I mean, it'd be cool if we could get Grayson Waller in there instead of McDonough or instead of Rusev. Maybe I would love to see Waller in there, give that guy a shot. But not Rusev. I thought when I seen that, I was like, that makes no sense whatsoever.
At all.
Rusev just got done going blows with Obafemi, right?
Yeah, man. It don't make sense.
Like I said, man, we're just gonna take a bunch of wet noodles, throw it to the wall, let's see what sticks. That's what we're doing. We're just throwing some guys in there just to make it sound good.
Yeah,
probably did. Probably did. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably facts. So Raquel Rodriguez defeated Io Sky. How'd you guys like that match? What were your takes from that? What's your high points, low points, didn't care points?
Io just does her thing. Like Io does her thing, man. Raquel, like, um, I've seen some good stuff for Raquel, but I also seen like where I'm just like, man. And for me, I'm just like from her NXT days. I'm like, girl, I've watched you just dominate and do so sweet and stuff, and then like, it's once again, I feel like they pushed her too hard, too fast when she went to the main roster, and she fell off a little bit. I believe, man, she got hurt. She was gone for a little bit, come back, and she just ain't been the same. Like it's not the same Raquel. Like I want to see the just come out, slam people around, throw the girls around, show your toughness, your dominance. And it's not there no more. But it was a good match. Not dogging the match. It was a good match. I just want to see more from Raquel.
Right. What about you, Q?
It was most definitely one of the walk-away moments for me for the night. Definitely was one of the highs. But I agree with Rico. I mean, Io is Io. She's always fun to watch. I'm kind of off of Raquel. I've been off her for a while now. Kind of for what Rico just said, she kind of fizzled out a little bit. There's not really anything to her right now. But it was decent, man. I'm not mad at it.
I walked away from it, so I don't have nothing to say about it. I went up front, and I think I got a sandwich when that match was on.
Yes, sir.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch the match, so I have nothing to say. For some reason, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but for some reason, the women's division on Raw seems to be confusing. Seems to be not going anywhere, if that makes any sense.
No, it does.
I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of where they're taking it. I'm not a fan at all.
Let's compare. Like you look at the women's roster on Raw. Look at the women's roster on SmackDown. Like you actually have good storylines on SmackDown. You got good things. You got Rhea now going against Jade.
Yeah.
And you got somebody who keeps getting a, no pun intended, a huge pop. Even that she's not wrestling right now is Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
And just like what they're doing over there, I'm like, SmackDown's women's their matches are better right now than Raw's by far.
100%. So, bro, we're going really quick, so I got to slow down here. I want to talk about Obafemi, Brock Lesnar for a little bit. To me, if there's three matches I'm really intrigued about, and I think we talked about this last week, I love the main events. They're building and building and building, and some of it's crazy, some of it's confusing, but it's building somewhere. But I'm invested in this Brock Lesnar Obafemi. It's amazing. I loved how Obafemi ran through the security to get to Brock.
Yeah.
And right as they were going to go, Tripp comes in and steps in. What did you guys think about that? What's Tripp doing around it? What's Triple H doing? Is he going to somehow insert him in something? What's his role? What's your thought about all that? So I'll let Rico go first.
I don't necessarily think he's going to involve himself, just because the fact of his he stated it before very openly, being cautious about his heart condition. He definitely doesn't want to risk it by doing anything physical. If he gets cleared or gets something, maybe that's different, but I don't really see him physically getting involved or nothing. I just think because it's two behemoths going at each other that you had to have the big dog step in and be like, whoa, let's knock this off. Right. Y'all need to chill out, because nobody's going to stop those two. And that's one of the matches I can't wait for. Like you mentioned, there's like 3 or 4 matches for me that I just can't wait. And that is definitely one of them.
Yeah. What about you, Q?
Same here, man. I don't think he's getting involved at all. I just think that WWE has kind of had to pump the brakes a little bit. They kind of had the last couple of weeks of a big build up, and I think they need to slow it down because we're getting close to WrestleMania. You couldn't have those guys go at it back to back. So you need to have that build up where a lot they're going to do it, but just kind of back out of it. And the only way to make it really go over for the fans is by having somebody come out like a Triple H, to break it up, stop it, to give you that feeling like, ooh, it was almost there, but then Big Dog stopped it. So I think that's all it was, man. Just for show.
So now you said it. That's why I'm going to ask this question, Q, and then Rico too. Was this nothing segment, right? It didn't mean nothing. Triple H came in and just stopped it. The right way to build the match going into WrestleMania between two monsters. You think that with Triple H stepping in there and pumping the brakes and say, hey, was that the right? Are we going in the right way with that, or should we have done something? Should we just let them big boys week after week fight each other?
No, I think in this case that was the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It builds that anticipation more and more. Like nobody's seen them put hands on each other. I mean, a little bit here or there, but not really just going at it just yet.
All right. One of the most interesting segments I thought was, and I hope we talk a little bit about it, was Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and the Usos. I would love to. I want to hear you guys' opinions. Are you fans of the belts being taken off Usos? Are you? What's your guys' thoughts? I'm gonna let Rico. You look priceless, bro. What is your thoughts on that whole thing?
My thoughts on that, though, is we're what 3-4 weeks away from, not even 3 weeks away from WrestleMania, and you're gonna take the belts off the Usos to Logan Paul and Austin Theory? Come on now, man. Like, I understand you're trying to build them up, and like Paul said, if you got gold and more things will happen for you. That's something that you have happen at WrestleMania, a big event that you could have happen. Like, look, we did this on the grandest stage of all. For me, it made no sense to go ahead and take the titles off the Usos to somebody like the Vision. It irritated the crap out of me. Me personally, I didn't like the idea. I don't understand why. I really don't. Because now who are they going to face at WrestleMania? Is there going to be a rematch between the Usos? Or who's it going to be? Or the tag title is even going to be defended at WrestleMania?
Follow that up.
Hey, man, I already called it. I said, I think it was last week or the week before last. I said it, that I saw them taking the belts. So I was excited. It was amazing. But I'm going to tell you what really sold it for me. Bro, I told you, man, I felt it, bro. As soon as when they had their backstage moment, that's what sealed it for me. And I was like, yeah, they're doing something with this, man. Like, you got to be honest, Reed. Them boys look good with the championships, man. Like, it just feels right, bro, having them get it. It just feels right having them be champs. Do I think Usos can take it back? Maybe at WrestleMania, depends on what happens. But I think they let them run. We have a different version of the vision with those boys as tag champions. And I think because they have so much heat and the fans, have that love-hate relationship, I think they could run with the tag for a while, man. I really do.
Well, this is, like I said, I think it was done at the wrong time. I don't dislike Logan or Austin. Yeah, you back me up, man. I've defended Austin many times. I think he's great. But I think it should have been done at WrestleMania. It would have been such a bigger moment. Yeah. Not just, hey, we're just going to switch the titles a couple weeks before WrestleMania.
Well, first thing, right now, so far, we have not gotten any announcement of celebrities for WrestleMania. That's one thing we have not got yet that I know. I don't know of any celebrities that are
Cena.
Huh? Well, yeah, but so why not? I don't know who they're gonna face, but they got their homeboy I Show Speed there, and I was like, that. So I loved the match, I really did, and I was like, okay, and I have no problem with Theory. I have no problem with Logan Paul. At least Logan Paul's not chasing the big gold. He's going to be satisfied with a tag team title. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the Usos losing because there's so much that's going to happen, I think, in the main event with with Roman and or CM Punk. I am gonna put some. I'm gonna bet that Jimmy Uso somehow, some way is gonna be taken out of the equation, and he's gonna stay home with Naomi, and because they just had a baby. I think it's time for him to take the rest. I think that's why they did it. I think now Jey Uso can be Roman Reigns' right-hand man again and build that up in that way. So now they don't have the tag team title to worry about, and it's not that they are mad at each other because no one screwed up. It's just that I Show Speed comes in and messes the things up. So who are they going to take on, Rico? I'll tell you who they're going to take on at WrestleMania. They're going to take on your boy, L.A. Knight, and Jey Uso. And Jey Uso and LA Knight will win the titles back at WrestleMania. There's your new tag team champions.
If Jimmy taking time off because they had the baby, that's definitely explainable, and I'll be like, okay, I get it, man. I fully do. I'm irritated that happened before WrestleMania. Like, I want to see a big story behind it, not just we're going to put the titles on these guys. I need to see the reasoning. I don't see the reasoning yet.
Right. And I think we're in a serious WWE era where everything should be serious. And I think having I Show Speed show up and popping LA Knight in the head and bringing Logan Paul's grandma or whatever the hell she is, mom, fake fan, I don't care what, somebody had brass knucks, so I think that, I don't know. I think I was okay with it. I was really okay with Logan Paul and Theory having those belts. I really do. And I'm just trying to be fantasy booker, Rico, when I say, I don't know, Jey Uso, LA Knight. LA Knight has nothing going on at WrestleMania.
No,
Jey Uso,
right.
all he's doing is trying to be around his uncle or his cousin or whatever. So I don't know.
I'm a heel guy, man, but I wasn't for it just yet.
So that you brought up a good question. I mean, we should be thinking what's next for the Usos. Now, if Jimmy's taking time off, then yeah, cool. But if he's not, what's next for those guys? I mean,
the only thing I could think of is we've seen Jay do his solo run.
Yep.
It was hot for a good minute, but then it fizzled out. Jimmy has yet to be pushed. I mean, if you want to try to get Jimmy a push, I ain't hating on that, man. He deserves it. But other than that, it's either we going to have Bloodline 2.0 or we just going to have them work the tag team. Well, which way are you going to go with this?
Right.
Because everything that's happening, you're keeping them. It's like you're getting closer and closer to going back to that Bloodline.
Right. The one thing I did think about when I was watching, I was like, I would rather have seen Logan Paul in Theory win in a dominant way. Not this outside interference with Knuckles and a celebrity and whatever, but when you have Logan Paul, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's just kind of their shtick, man. The whole, dirty kind of ugly wins. That's just their thing, man.
Right. 100%. So I think we've seen Lash Legend and Nia Jax and the Bella Twins and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Bayley and Lyra and Valkyria. That, to me, I walked away from again. To me, that's a cluster mess of whatever WWE is doing.
A cluster. It was a cluster. I'm sorry to interrupt you. That was a cluster. You said it right on the money, dog. I was just sitting there watching the match. I'm like, okay, the Bellas, you're trying to do something with them one last hoorah. Okay, whatever. They got their little following, and it's all about the money. It puts fans in seats. I get it, but love her to death. But the way Charlotte come in that ring and throwing kicks in midair, not really hitting nobody, and I'm like, what are we doing here? Like,
man.
what am I watching? What's going on here? It was just a big cluster. That's all I could. You said it, man. That's the best way I can describe it. But I did like the outcome of Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania. So I said, okay, I can get with that. Because I was like, I can get with that. I really think that, call me crazy, but I'm throwing this out there. I think Bailey and Valkyrie are going to take it away.
Anybody but Nia Jax, please. Can we stop pushing her to the moon?
Hey, but you know what? She's getting that heat. She's doing her job. I love her as a heel. I truly do, man. Like, I'm not saying she's the best person to be in the ring, but I do love her character as a heel.
How about you, Q?
Man, this is a first. I'm opposite of you guys, man. That's rare. This was one of the highs of the night for me, man. And I'm gonna tell you the main reason why.
All right, you do.
They sold it, bro. They sold it. And WWE normally fails with this, but we all felt it coming. We knew all along. They've been coming out and watching the matches, coming out to see what was going on with each other. We knew what they were building up, and I think they got it perfect. This was like that perfect climax, and we knew they were going to do the Fatal 4. We knew they was going to do it, and they came through and they finished it, man. And I think it's going to be one of the best moments of WrestleMania. I really do. However, I do believe that the irresistible forces are going to come away with the champion, with the belts again somehow, and they're going to push those girls, man. I'm going to tell you the reason why. I think Nia has been so trash for years, not having a well-rounded arsenal as far as her wrestling ability. I think she's coming into form, man, with the fact that, hey, this is just my thing. I'm big, I'm dominant, I'm strong, I'm supposed to dominate. And having that counter opponent that's the same thing now doesn't make her look so awkward. They now can sell her package as, hey, these guys is irresistible forces, what they are. They're not going to get in here, be high flyers. They're not going to be the most technically savvy wrestlers, but this is what they do, and beat them. Good luck. And I think they're going to run with it for a while.
So when I hear you say that, you're comparing it like to maybe Earthquake and Typhoon.
Yes,
it's
sir.
Crazy because I was about to say
yes,
that.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I can see. Okay, so I can see that then. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm loving Nia Jax heel, and now that she has Lash Legend, Lash is good. Lash is good. I think she brings out the best of Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Like, she helps Nia tap into that, and it's just like Q, you said, she just should realize, like, I just gotta throw myself around, throw my weight around, beat people down. That's just what I gotta do.
You know,
And that's
so
why I'm loving the heel.
and I like the heel Nia Jax, but every time I see that lady in the ring, I remember things that she did that she really hurt people.
Yes, sir.
She hurt people. I mean, I cannot see anything else, but she made mistakes, and you're like, oh my God. So she better be getting better, and these girls are trusting her.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it was best explained to me by a wrestler that we interviewed. Because when the topic of conversation comes up, is this fake or not? This guy said, I think Rico was on the podcast. He said it's like a tandem ice skating couple. This girl trusts this guy to throw her up in the air and catch her, or balancing her, or whatever. You know, it's a script. You know, they do this thing, and now I don't know how hard it would be to trust Nia Jax after seeing her drop people on their head. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at as a fan. I'm like, how many more times is she going to drop somebody on her noggin or on their backside or whatever? One of her famous lines is, "Oh, my hole," is what she said about a couple years ago.
When she fell on her hole.
Yeah.
but that's the thing where she could, like, they could see her improvement.
Yeah.
Where they're like, hey, she's gotten better. She's been training harder. We've seen her cut some weight and stuff. Yeah. She's training harder. She's really showing she wants to be there. And it's like, hey, let's give her the shot. And she's showing. She's like I said, man, I'm loving the Nia character right now.
Out of respect for Nia Jax, I'm going to say here and on, she ain't going to watch this podcast worth of shit, so who cares? But I'm going to say this now to my boys here on the pod.
Okay.
I will pay more attention to her ring skills and give her a chance.
Okay.
I can do that.
Fair enough.
I can do that. I can watch it.
Like you, if you're right, Q, and they do retain, I ain't mad at that.
Yeah,
I really ain't. I just, like I said, just with that whole spiel last night, I was just like I said, because I was watching kicks being thrown in the air, not even touching nobody.
Yeah. I can't count how many times.
Man, nothing can be perfect in a wrestling match. It's never going to be perfect.
I mean, I love Bailey, but I can count on my hand how many times her fist didn't hit the face. And I'm sitting there going, what?
Yeah.
You know? But they did a great job selling. I do agree with you, Q, on that. They did a great job selling it. You know, and I love the story. They were telling a story during that match. You know, you knew that Fatal 4-Way is coming.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You knew it. You know, so just like in the Penta match, you knew a ladder match was coming. You know?
Or at least hope so.
Yeah, I hope it is. So where do we go? Where are we going to go here next? You guys want to talk about Seth Rollins? Let's talk about Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. Oh, okay. My God.
Q, I'm going to let you go first on this one, man.
But I'm interested.
Yeah. I wish I could take the belt out right now and just whoop WWE for this, man. I was so pissed off, and I'm pretty sure you're going to say a couple of the same things, Rico, because I feel like you felt this when it happened. I knew something was coming. We talked about it on the last show. I knew something was coming, but just like WWE to come in here and just slide, hey, we're not doing nothing with you. Hey, put you right here. Slide you right in. It made no sense whatsoever. I was feeling it. I loved the him coming at Paul again. I was ready for him to smash his head. I felt somebody was going to come out, but I was hoping it was somebody that we talked about, somebody that would get the fans excited. If you go back and watch, that was probably one of the dullest moments of the night, man. Nobody wanted to see Gunther come out and attack Seth Rollins, man. It made no sense. And what pissed me off the baddest, man, or the worst, was you called it, Rico. You said if they did it and they had somebody come, it should be in the form of, hey, Paul has been working with this person, has been kind of, behind the scenes saying, hey, let me show you the ropes. I can get you to the next level. If they would have had Gunther come over and pick him up and say, I'm ready, or something like just something simple, I'd have been like, you know what? Okay, cool. But just to look at him and walk off like, here we go again. Gunther just showing up and being the bad guy that in a situation had nothing to do with him.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Like when he was walking by Paul, I said, okay, here we go. Here we go. He's going to stop. He's going to go to Paul, reach out his hand, something. But like you said, you just walk. I'm like, yo, why? Why? The only time I think I've ever been okay for a non-story build for a WrestleMania match is when The Undertaker had come back and Triple H interrupted his return with his comeback. Didn't say a word to each other, just pointed at the WrestleMania sign. There was no build-up for it, but it's because of these two icons you wanted to see go against each other.
Right. That's right.
We don't want, and we don't need to see Gunther go against Seth Rollins. No, you got this thing with Gunther right now retiring people. Oh, man, that was so annoying to see that. That was ridiculous. Like you said, they're just like, oh, hey, you got nothing going on. We'll give you Seth. Put you right in there. You got to have a WrestleMania moment.
Yep. Hey, you kind of touched on a little bit, Rico. What would have been dope with that? They have the perfect setup right now with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. We already know y'all are trying to put that belt on him and give him his historic moment. That's great. It would have been nice to have him have that moment, get the belt at WrestleMania, have that moment, and then have Gunther come out and deliver one of those crazy attacks, and then go ahead and start that storyline of Gunther about to take Randy Orton out. That would have been amazing and set them up to put the belt back on Gunther again. It would have been perfect. This was just dumb.
This is what you call the garbage scene right here. So stupid. So stupid.
I thought it was Well, first of all, I want to talk about Pierce and coming down the ring and did you check your damn emails? I mean, now that's where that to me that was dumb. To me, you got the best man on the mic in the ring in Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
You have Pierce coming down and asking Paul Heyman if he checked his email. Why? Oh, because if you would have checked your email, so this whole email thing took me back to that stupid computer on a damn stand making freaking decisions for you.
I have an anonymous email.
Yes. I'm like, we're not doing this. We can't be doing this, right? There's no way. And of course, did that big announcement with Seth Rollins is cleared, medically cleared for whatever. I agree with you. I felt something was going to happen. Nothing like that came out of left field happened. I felt that, okay, let's make it make sense. Let's do something that's relevant to Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, for instance.
Yeah.
Let's make that make sense, right? That would make sense. But when I seen him being pulled out of the ring, and I'm like, okay, who is it? And then it's Gunther. You all know I've made it clear. I'm not anybody that say it lightly. I can't stand that guy.
Yeah.
I see what people say. He's the ring general. He's a badass. He just tears people apart. What they're doing with Gunther has nothing to do what they've been doing with Gunther the last year. The career ender. You're ending Seth Rollins' career. So what the hell are you doing? That guy has more gas left in his tank than anybody in that freaking locker room.
100%.
Where the hell unless he's going to go to the Vision, which is that pissed me off. I don't see him doing the Vision.
Not a chance.
No,
I mean,
I can't see that. That would be. I'm sorry, that'd be dumb.
I just don't know where they're going with the fact of Gunther taking out. Well, unless it's just like Rico or Q said, they have to have a spot for him. And I don't know why they need a spot for. I mean, I guess people would argue that the fact that if Gunther's not on WrestleMania, it'd be shit. Whatever, he needs to be at WrestleMania. I'm not a fan of him, so I wouldn't miss him. If that makes any sense. But when the fans elevated the Obafemi Brock Lesnar, because the fans got behind that, they cheered the life out of that.
Man.
That gives hot pops, right? So what do you do if now you got Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar? Because Brock Lesnar was supposed to be Gunther's match at WrestleMania. Now you messed that up. So now what are you going to do? You're going to go, oops. And I think they dropped the ball on that one for sure.
No, man, it's so drop the ball ain't even a word for it. The only way you can make up for that is backstage segment at WrestleMania, or I'll even say the next couple of weeks. You have a segment where Gunther looks to his side, just says, "I'm ready," and then it shows Paul Heyman, and he says, "Let's go." Well, I'll be like, okay.
So that was my question. How does Paul Heyman fit into this?
That he doesn't, but that would make the only sense. You know what I'm saying? Like the only sense for why you decided to bring Gunther into this set business. He had no reason to be there whatsoever. And I could have won a WrestleMania without seeing Gunther. Not saying he's terrible. I just, I know you dislike him, but I mean, if there's no story, I don't expect to see him.
Well, he's going to be
matches thrown together.
He's going to be there.
Have they made a match yet?
I haven't seen it.
They haven't announced it yet, so we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully, it won't be the case, but it looks like it's about to be Seth Rollins and Gunther, man.
Yeah. So I've always said that one thing I don't like about Gunther is there's no direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's always been Gunther beating up the retired people and sending them home. There's no direction. After you took the title off him, which I thought that was dumb. I don't why that guy's a beast. Why take the title off him? Well, that was stupid. But anyway, now there's no direction for him. This clearly didn't. I don't think is going to make a direction for him at all. But that makes no sense. And are we not going to? I mean, do you guys believe that because of the Obafemi, Brock Lesnar, how hot that is? We're not going to see Gunther versus Brock, are we? There's no way to make that happen.
Not right now. Not right now. Maybe a SummerSlam kind of deal.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I just not right now. Right now, it's just Oba, Brock, and that. And here's another thing: if you do make this match Seth and Gunther, it's going to be overshadowed by Brock, Oba, Roman, CM, Cody, Randy.
Ooh.
Just those matches alone, right there, like it's going to be nothing, man.
Right,
Even
you're right.
Finn and Dominic, if that match happens at WrestleMania.
Right, you're right. You're exactly right. That does nothing for Gunther's career. Nothing. Because they're going to be so overshadowed. They're going to be so, it's not going to make any sense. No one's going to care. Yeah, I don't know how WWE can come back from that. I mean, you have Seth freaking Rollins did all his stuff with his masked man, and he was all this dude. He was coming back, and now we got him pulled out of the ring by Gunther.
Yep. So let me ask y'all real quick. How excited are you guys about this WrestleMania compared to the last three?
I'm not gonna lie. For me, man, I'm getting there, man. You just rattle off some absolute fire matches, man. I think this has potential if they continue with the way they're going and building everything up. Maybe add one more, surprising thing to it. I think we're looking at one of the best WrestleManias in the past few years, man. Easily.
I would agree with you, Q, 100%. For several reasons. I've got 3 matches so far that I'm so damn intrigued about. And people are saying, we're going to see the same damn thing in the Bloodline. I love the Bloodline. Yeah. I love Roman Reigns. I love Jey Uso. We're going to see a lot more of the members come. Whether Roman Reigns wins or loses, fire. You don't have to win. CM Punk, fire. I don't give a shit what anybody says about this guy. He can talk, he can walk, he can go.
Yes, sir.
Fire match, 100%. 100%. I don't care if it's tomfoolery even involved in this, because you know it's going to happen. My match, and I got 2 matches. I want to see Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton beat the living piss out of each other. Yeah. And if WWE messes that up, you work so hard. If we don't see a Cody Rhodes turn heel or get screwed over by somebody and turn heel and and go nutso, I think they dropped the ball. I think that's gonna be a stellar match. And who does not want to see Obafemi and Brock Lesnar go at it like a bunch of badasses?
That's what I'm saying right there, man. Look, go ahead.
I think they're gonna build storylines out of this. I think you're going to see a storyline start at WrestleMania between The Rock, and Roman Reigns. I think that's going to go boom. We're going to see that finally at next year. I hope to God it's not in Saudi Arabia. I hope they change their mind and come to New Orleans. That'd be fire. I'd almost convince you guys to take a trip to New Orleans for that.
Well, if it's going to be New Orleans, yeah, I'm down.
Okay, so I'm just to say that, but yeah, dude, man, I'm super stoked. I think this will blow last year's and the year before out of the water. At least I hope it will.
No, like, because the matches, like the number one match. Not to go off topic here, man. The number one match I'm looking forward to is Roman and Punk. That's my number one match I'm looking forward to. My number 2 is Cody and Randy, because I am dying to see that heel Cody again. Like, I'm a heel guy, and I'd love to see. I want to see that heel Cody again, just come out and go insane on Randy. Or even afterwards, something just make him, like he said, someone get involved and make him turn that heel. And the third one is the Oba and Brock. that match, man, just those two guys, I think that's going to be great. Jade and Rhea, oh man, for me that's been great because everybody's been talking about it because they want to see it. Now we're gonna see it. It's gonna happen. It's such a build up with that, and I love it. And I hope I haven't. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't seen the final announcement. Finn and Damien, or not Damien? Sorry, Dominic.
That would be a banger of a match, dude.
Yes.
So Rico, hold on to your seat. Hold on to your seat. I am getting behind Dom. That boy has proven to me why what you guys are saying is what you're saying. I've watched in the last month. I think he's better without the title, to be honest with you. I think he's focused. He has a purpose, right? Now I'm gonna go after that. And man, yeah, that's gonna be an amazing match too. I think this WrestleMania is gonna be fire. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
So the last topic of conversation from Monday Night Raw is CM Punk, Roman Reigns. I'll say this before you guys talk. I was disappointed. Let me tell you why. Same thing when I was disappointed when CM Punk and Cody Rhodes had their battle leading up to. CM Punk and Cena had their battles leading up to that match. You come with fire 2 weeks in a row. Promo, talk. And last night was just come in and beat down. To me, it was a moment. Okay, cool. To me, it didn't do nothing for me except for, okay. So to me, that part of the thing was whatever. It was okay. What do you got, you guys?
Well, I feel like because the way I was looking at it was I agree with you where you had a couple of just the promos they're doing and stuff, but I also look at it as you're not always going to have a perfect promo every single week. Those two going against each other. And the last time you said, I'm done talking. And so they just went at it and just started beating each other down, and I was like, this is awesome. I didn't hate it. And just like, there was no talking. It was just come down, boom, let's go at it.
What about you, Q?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I loved it only because of the build up. If they would have been opposite, I'd have had a problem with it. But the fact that they talked, they cracked the jokes, we laughed, we enjoyed it. They got intense, it kind of got personal. They kind of built it up to where there really wasn't much else that could be said. I think you kind of had to let them boys just go at it, and that's it. Now, if they cool down for the next couple of weeks, I think it's going to be a situation where it's like, okay, maybe you did that too soon. Maybe we should have had one more week where they talked and went at it and then had that happen. WWE have to figure that out. That may be the only problem. What are you going to do the next couple of weeks?
Right, and that's what I'm afraid of, because remember what happened with Cena and Punk.
Yes, sir. Yes,
boom,
sir.
boom, fizzle,
Yes, sir.
fizzle.
You're right.
But that's WWE's, So the role reversal was pretty obvious this week compared to last week, right? It was last week we seen Roman Reigns dominate, beat the hell out of CM Punk, blah, blah, blah. This week we seen CM Punk do it to Roman Reigns. So what does that do to the storyline? Does it put the higher up? Is CM Punk the guy that's going to take it, or does that just make it okay? Just how do you think that role change is going to be the outcome of the WrestleMania match?
Well, I liked it because the fact, remember, we've all talked about it before. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you watch someone get beat down for 2 weeks before the match. The person who gets beat down usually ends up winning. And that's why I like this one, because Roman beat him down. He's beating Roman down.
That's it.
It's like, okay, it's kind of leaving you that I don't really know who's going to win this one. And I'm okay with that. Let's go in and just not having a clue and just see a banger.
How many weeks do we have? 2?
I thought we were 2 weeks away, maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be curious what they do because next week will be Roman getting upper hand, CM Punk, then Roman. But if Roman ends it with the upper hand, CM Punk's gonna take it. So
And this is just my mindset. Maybe I just want to be safe with it, but for the next couple weeks, with your main guys, let there be verbal, whatever, but don't do anything too physical, just to avoid injuries before WrestleMania. I think you just play it safe and try to avoid injuries because these guys have been, they're getting older and they're more prone to get injured faster. So let's take it easy and just let's get more verbally abusive with each other, less physical until the match.
I'm with it.
So would you guys agree or disagree? This is the 50-50 booking leading into WrestleMania, or is this an effective receipt storytelling? What do you think? What do you think, Q? Is it 50-50 or is this storytelling effective?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I gotta say effective only because just 3 episodes ago we were all scratching our heads like, man, I don't know what the hell is gonna happen in WrestleMania. And now we're rattling off things that we love and can't wait to see. So that clearly shows that they're doing something right to build up from where it was a few weeks ago. So I think it's great. My only concern right now, we just talked about it, bro. I'm worried about that go home show, man. I think that we may have popped too soon and we may end up having a real cold show right before WrestleMania. And if that happens, I think it could kind of dampen the excitement a little bit.
And what about you, Rico?
Man, I kind of agree with Q, man. He stole the word from me, dog. I agree with him, man. And I really, this is just my hope. Because I'm more anticipated and more excited about this WrestleMania than I have been for the past 2 we've had.
Yeah.
And I need that momentum. Like I said, they ain't gonna get physical, man, but some verbal, just keep it going. And so far, they have not let down. But I was just double checking. We do have 2.5 weeks about exactly until WrestleMania.
WrestleMania is the 18th and 19th, right?
Yeah, so we have 2 more Raws and 3 more SmackDowns.
Woo.
Well, I will have to break the news to you guys. I'm sorry. I will be around. Yeah, man. We might have to change it to Monday the 6th because I leave for Michigan on the 7th.
Okay.
So I won't be around for that. And then I think I'm taking my computer and we could do a 14th, maybe a prediction show, or when I get back on the 17th, we can do a 17th night prediction show. I don't know what you guys want to do.
I'd say, if you guys are down with that, I was already going to ask about that. 17th, the night before prediction show.
Want to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. That's Hall of Fame night.
It can be a late one.
Yeah.
We can do. I'm willing to do a late show. Come on, you work at the same place we do. We don't go sleep here.
Yeah, but I also remember I'm up at 3:34 in the morning.
Not on a Saturday, bro.
True. Saturdays I'm not up early.
One last question. I don't want to get off this podcast without talking about the ending of that segment. I loved when CM Punk had Roman Reigns out cold. He sat right next to him, cross-legged, like he did with his pipe bomb.
Yeah.
And what did he do? He did asshole CM Punk. I mean, he's like Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. My question about that is, which one is living rent-free in their head? Is it CM Punk that has the upper hand psychologically, or is it Roman Reigns?
It changes every week, honestly. It changes every week, man. Like last week, I believe Roman had the upper hand. He got to CM Punk, and this week, CM Punk got him. And I just think it goes back and forth. But I do love, I don't know if you guys caught, or if you saw a video of CM Punk did at the end, it was right when I think the cameras had already gone off the air, but there was a fan when he was standing on the railing and stuff towards the crowd and stuff, and the Roman fan was sitting there yelling at him, and CM Punk goes. Just cracking up, and because he's playing into it with the fans, and I'm like, this is awesome. This is such a great buildup of a storyline, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. So there you guys go. We got we reached the hour mark. We talked about Raw. We broke it down. We showed each other. We shared each other's feelings about WrestleMania. Due to traveling and stuff, we will do a show on the 6th, Monday the 6th, if everybody's able to do that. And when we come back, we will get on the 18th, 17th and do a prediction show. So I'm going to play a closing video. It's about a minute and a half long. I've reached St. Louis Hall of Fame, Wrestling Hall of Fame, reached out to me and asked me if I'd play their announcement. And out of due respect, if we're wrestling fans, we want to play and want to give homage to professional wrestlers that are no longer around, but they earned their spot in the St. Louis Wrestling Hall of Fame. So yes, I am going to play that. If you guys want to stay tuned for that minute and a half, I'd love to talk to you guys real quick after the show. But as far as Huge Pop Wrestling, Huge Pop Entertainment fans, thank you guys for showing up. We'll put this up on YouTube as soon as we get done. Reek, thank you, man, for being my brother. Q, man, you're my brother. I love you. You guys are my dogs. This is great. I love this show. I love this show.
Yes, sir.
So this is Huge Pop Entertainment. And thank you, guys. We love you.